Hey, it's Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and I'm going to show you three trade examples today. One I took this morning, two others are student trades. One I think he took this morning as well. The other was, I believe, from yesterday. But just our usual risk disclosure. Understand that trading futures can be risky. It's not for everybody. Make sure you only trade with money you can afford to lose, and understand it's not as easy as we make it look at all times. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I just took that failed break lower and I'm already out and I didn't get a runner there. So unfortunate. It was quick and easy. You saw that. What happened was we're back to the trend line here. We had a little breakout and we actually were going sideways here first, and I treated that as a failed breakout. And you're better off to wait on the high or low, but you don't always get one. So sometimes if you want to catch these, and this is very apt to be an important low. We could run all the way to a new high now, and that would have been a nice run. It's a shame we couldn't get a runner on it because you can see if we just run to the last high, that's 31 points. So, and this thing could go straight up. I mean, that's what happens a lot of times. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, there was a quick trade that I took. I'm going to post a couple of others as well. And again, what I'm trading here is we were coming back to the trend line and we had this sideways stuff and we had a little failed break lower here out of that also broke the trend line, gave us a close outside. Now we're rocketing higher, and that was what I was trying to catch. And I really wanted to get a runner on that one, but man, it was so quick. I was in and out of that trade so quick um, that my runners got stopped out at break even. So basically, we made $750 on that trade. So I went in with 20, scalped out with 15 at a point, so that gave me 750. And then actually, it was break even plus one that I got stopped out at. So um, I did make five more ticks there, but so that'll pay for my commission and probably made a couple extra bucks or something there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. It was quick and easy. Okay, this is another trade that a trader sent me. I'm going to play it. And he's had a first entry, second entry, and now it's made a little triple test across here. So he's going to try to catch this long, and let's just watch it play out. You can see he's getting his order ready there. This is where those new chart buttons come in real handy. So he's got his, okay, he went long one tick above the signal bar. His stop is one tick below it. So he's got everything automated once he enters. It's not that hard to enter once you get used to it. But he's just scalping out with two contracts here. But the buttons do make it are nice. So they're available if you're a current premium member. They're available to download. You saw my first trade. I used the buttons, and you saw how quick and easy it worked. I set it up where as soon as the bar closed, it put my order above it, and it was a good thing because it triggered almost instantly. So this is a quick trade as well. I think it's, you can see the whole video is less than a minute, or a little more than a minute here. I think it runs on up here, and there you go. Nice trade. Thanks for this trader for sharing. Um, and I think I have one more I'm going to show you. Okay, here's another trader sent me. I drew my trend channel a little bit different. I think I started down here somewhere, but I originally looked at this channel too and saw this setting up. I had mine a little steeper than that because I think I caught this off of this trend line, but I ended up changing mine a little bit. I felt like I got a better trend line starting from down here, and it turned out to be a spiking channel, and I think that's what this is. But it doesn't matter. He's still, this channel is probably a channel within the bigger channel. So I like this read. I actually looked at this read myself. So but it came back to this trend line right here, which I believe was the midline on my chart. And notice we're working down. You get a close outside and a new low and a first entry. And so he waits and it runs back down and it bounces right off the trend line. So a break, when this bar completes, a break above it is a first entry. I looked at this trade. I wanted to take this trade and I said, you know what? I'm going to wait and see if I don't get a higher low here. And so I didn't take the second entry here. I waited on the higher low just to be sure that this trend line was correct. It looks correct. I just think it's a possible trend line within another one. So, but anyway, he took the second entry. I waited on the higher low, and I tried to record the higher low, but it happened just like this one. It's so fast that I didn't have time to even get my recorder going. So I ended up recording the one I showed you first in this video here. But I want to show you this one as well, and then I'll show you how the other one sets up. But here we go. And it's real quick. I mean, there he placed his order. He's already one tick. He's already in. Boom, he's already out, and he gets stopped out at break even +1, it looks like, right away. So no runner on this one either. So anyway, nice trade here. Let me show you something else on my chart. Okay, here's his trade on my chart. It's a second entry going long right there, and it's right at the midline where you'd expect you might get a little bounce before you go, even if you're going lower. My hope was we were going to get off this midline and this thing will keep rallying today, but that's not what happened. But regardless, he went long right here. And then I tried to record this one a few bars later, and I was in and out before I could even get my recorder going. So so then I had another opportunity and recorded this one for you, the one that you watched earlier in this video. So it's been a good trading morning. There's been some good setups here. But thanks for the other two traders for sending me their trades, and hopefully you enjoyed the one I sent you using the buttons. Again, I used this set of buttons. There's two different. I've got two sets of buttons here, both done by different traders. This first set, when you click the buy or sell button, it places the order one tick above or below the last completed bar. So that would have been this bar here. If I'd have pressed sell, it would have put a sell stop one tick below that bar. You could still get short on that one if you wanted there. Now it's gone. But if you click this one, it works with the current bar that's printing, and it waits, and as soon as it closes, it puts the trade above or below it, depending on whether you go long or short. So there's two. I like using them both because sometimes I like to wait for the bar to play out before I decide if I'm going to go long or short, or sometimes it's too late to use this one, but I decide I want to enter anyway, and I can go ahead and use this one to drop my order one tick above. Like if I want to go long right there, one tick above that, I could go ahead and click buy, and it would put me in there on a break above that. That's not a good enough signal bar, so I'm not going to do that. But now if I want to go long one tick above this bar, I could go ahead and enable this long, and as soon as that closes, it put that buy stop for me right there above that bar. And that helps you to get in some of these really fast moving markets. And so I like using both sets of buttons at different times. Some of you may prefer one or the other, but I like them both. I like to have both of them on my chart because you get different opportunities. Sometimes you miss a trade with these, but you could still get in on this one, or actually more or less, sometimes you miss the trade with this one, but it could back up and you could get back in with these. There's there's different situations where you could use either one of them, but I like using them both because of the way they enter. Sometimes I want to let the signal bar complete, and sometimes if I think the market's moving fast and as soon as that bar completes I want to have my trade there, I use this one. And you saw how quick it got me in that trade that I took, because if I hadn't have used this, I may not have got in that trade. It might have triggered too quick, and you saw how fast it was up and down there. I was in and out of that trade literally within seconds. So yeah, the tools, both tools serve a purpose, and each one's slightly different there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the trades today. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. This is Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.